can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Bruins ready to get this thing started and open the season. Bringing it back. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Offense in a bunch formation. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Give to the back. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
That's reeled in. It's Smith. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking for space. It's Hardy. Spins away from the defense. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Holds and fires complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left, have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and
intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Taking it the other way.
Well, you can tell this defense is locked in early in this one. On the first drive of the game on third down, they're expecting pass. They had multiple players in the back end defensively with their eyes on the quarterback, able to jump the route, pick it off, take it back for a touchdown, and they've already seized a ton of momentum.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Got the quick completion. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He's going to take off. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. And the Buckeyes in the hurry-up.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time
breaks into the open. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Makes a grab on the shot. Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Might be changing the route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
this is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Had nowhere to go with that one, had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Missouri is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 14 to Florida State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the ground with the back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Looking for a gap. It's Thomas. Got enough for the first. Tackle is made at the 23. Let's call it a 5-yard pickup.
Another big play for this offense, and I'll tell you, historically, in the best UCLA units offensively, whether they're throwing it, whether they're in the shotgun, whether they're going up-tempo or they're not, it's always so important to have balance. They've always had a guy they can turn around and hand the football off to keep defenses honest. This guy with his power and his speed, he really gives this offense a lot of flexibility.
Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end? Just finding the hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it.
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
They'll go to the ground. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. Swings it out to the flat. There he goes. Touchdown, UCLA. A great catch and run for 6.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And he makes the extra point. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Sayin. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
What a great job by this defense. You get third down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, 4th down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
They think they can create space here with the run to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Every everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
On the move. Fighting off the defender. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on fourth. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. It's caught. Spaces. He's at the 10, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Defense in press coverage. Second down, he'll throw it. Lets it fly. The sure hands, it's Thomas. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Some programs just seem to be built for a great passing game. The patron saint of Bruin passers is Troy Aikman.
And honestly, Reese, it makes me think of the UCLA blue, the sweet uniforms with the gold, just quarterbacks looking sweet, McNown, DTR, looking the part, being the part.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. He breaks a tackle. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Bruins will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Kick is in the air. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Motion from the back. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as his offense tries to grind out some yardage.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw, it's Wimsatt. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to pass. Under fire. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. Uncorks one to the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll try the run. Looking for room at the 30. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. He wants to change this route. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Just a little more room, and maybe he gets it in. He's pushed out of bounds at the 8.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
They've got him now. He almost picked up that 1st down on the screen. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. grabbed in the backfield. It's Hardy. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13. That lead in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. See how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Free. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. The quarterback tried to make something out of it with his legs, but instead, he turns the football over.
And this is what you like about the quarterback. You don't want to handcuff him. You want to give him the freedom and the flexibility to get outside and create. That's where he's brilliant. That's really the added element he brings this offense. You do need to reel him in with respect to the fundamentals of taking care of the football. It just has to do better moving forward.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be fit.
Turning it on! He's at the 20. Touchdown, Bruins! Once he got some room, it was over.
It's so nice to be an offensive coordinator when you got a guy that can do this. What an unbelievable job. Scrambling around, buying time, it doesn't matter. Whatever you want to call it, running a long way and scoring a touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Houston is on a tear right now. Almost reminds me of the days of the old run-and-shoot offense there at U of H. They're up 14 over Oregon State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see it here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here's the handoff. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Looking downfield, it's Sayin. That's caught. It's Smith. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Offense changing the play. They'll try to power their way ahead. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got him downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Buckeyes are on the move. One of the great programs in the history of the sport, sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass play.
Yeah, and you can call yourself whatever you want. A lot of people claim different things like wide receiver U, but when you look at Ohio State in the past several years, going back 10 years probably, you could pick so many big names of guys who have been superstars, not only at the college level, but also at the NFL level.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Now the play fake. Unleashes to the end zone. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA.
Free safety roaming the middle of the field. You can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15.
UCLA 31, Ohio State 16.
Coming out with it, it's White. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Looking to throw it, Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
They just keep firing, using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's going to let one go back to the middle. Finds a spot in the middle. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown. touchdown-saving tackle. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Hardy.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Gets the back moving. Going to sling it on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Smith. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Going to the run, it's Hardy. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to throw, it's Sayin. Quarterback extends the play. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
Quarterback Steve trying to power his way ahead for a few. They'll try it again from the one on second and goal. Slams it ahead. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
This offense simply has to pay this off on third and goal. They desperately need a touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll give it to the back. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going downfield for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but not able to come away with the completion.
The Bruins will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one.
And It's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down in the football, setting your defense up for great field position.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He might want another play. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll pull it down. Good line on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. And the Buckeyes will hustle to the line.
Man, what a scramble by the quarterback. 4th quarter, need a play, 4th down. He makes it happen. This home crowd is going nuts. We got a great one on our hands.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
4th quarter, obviously trailing the football game. You're going to need this dude, your quarterback, to make plays. And you got to call plays like this where it's a pass and he still takes off and gets the 1st down. It's his time. It's the 4th quarter. You're trailing. The ball's in his hands.
Wants to go up top. It's complete on the right side. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Buckeyes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw again. Extending the play. Touchdown, Ohio State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your 2-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the 4th quarter when you need the 2-point conversion?
After the score, they need this 2-point conversion to tie. From the gun, he'll try to throw. He's got it. The 2-point try is good, and we are tied here in the 4th. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Got a man, it's Thomas. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Gonna run it. It's Thomas. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Breaks into the open. Smashes ahead. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a 1st down for this offense. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. With the run on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Touchdown, Bruins! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And Man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there. Finish this thing off.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Game on the line. Offense has the ball. Down one score. Time winding down. What is better than this? Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Smith. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. To the air. It's Sayed. Unloads to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Wants to adjust the pattern. Misfired on first down. Back to the air on second. A strike downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. Working the middle. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking to the end zone. And the pass is caught for a touchdown. And it looks as if we could be headed to overtime.
And they desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to kick this onside kick and somehow find a way to boot a long field goal and maybe win this thing at the buzzer.
And now they've decided to go for two. A gutsy call, and the game likely to be decided right here. Scanning the field, it's Wimsatt. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Absolutely the right decision by this offense. You got a 1-point lead. You want to make it 3, but more importantly, under 10 seconds. One more stop, baby. Let that clock run out. Walk out of here with the win.
37.
Here's the situation. First, they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or two. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground, And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.